Look at the camera. What is he doing? Ichabod. Oh, he's being a weirdo. Yeah, I'm making a recipe that you guys love. Oh, hi, Ichabod. Yes, I'll pick you up in a moment. On today's episode of Free Unsolicited Cooking Knowledge, I will be attempting to make bread, the very food that made you chunky. You can thank Grandpa. Thank you. Welcome back, Little Spoons. If you are new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button because I'm what? The missing ingredient to your kitchen. On today's episode, as you saw, I will be attempting to make bread. And if you are new here, don't let this professional kitchen fool you. I am not good at this kind of stuff. I'm a good cook, but I like to improvise a lot, and I feel like with bread, you kind of can't, or maybe that's my impression of bread. And lately, I've just been feeling really uninspired, and life has been getting in the way, but the universe did provide me this beautiful inspiration. I was scrolling through Facebook, and a sponsored post came up, and it was like, easy to make, no kneading sandwich bread. And I thought, how easy is it? So I looked at the ingredients, I looked at the step-by-step guide, and it does seem easy. So, is it really as easy as this post claims? We're gonna find out together. So if you're ready, I'm ready. Let's get into it. All right, Little Spoons. Before we get into this, I'm just gonna shout out the original creator. Hang on a second. I don't think it was the original creator's recipe, but it was like posted on Valerie Bertinelli Cooking, and someone named Sophia posted it. And basically it says, I can't stop making sandwich bread, no kneading, no eggs, no butter, so soft and delicious. My coworkers keep asking me to whip them up a bread. And this easy sandwich bread is light, fluffy, and perfect for any meal. With just a few simple ingredients, you'll have fresh homemade bread without the hassle. I really hope that you're right, Sophia, because I'm a little exhausted, and if this turns out terribly, I may never ever try this again. I'm just kidding. That's not on you. That's not me. But yeah, I will attempt this, and I hope it is as easy as you say, because if it is, I'm really excited then to just continuously make bread. I wore my little OEG planchette earrings because we're channeling all of my ancestors from years before to surround me with good vibes. All right, so basically the first thing is to like mix the yeast and water, but I'm gonna do something because I remembered. My kitchen is cold, so me preheating my oven to 375 now may give it a little bit more heat so the proofing works better. It's not gonna get hot, but it's a little cold down here. Anyway, I'm going to preheat my oven to 375. We're preheating. Number one, the first thing on the list, it says, in a bowl, mix warm, I don't know why I'm yelling. In a bowl, mix warm water, sugar, and yeast. Let it sit for 5 to 10 minutes until foamy. I'm gonna get a microwave safe bowl, hold that thought. And I think it said 1.5 cups, if I'm not mistaken. I'm just gonna double check here. 1.5 cups or 360 mils of warm water. I have to get bottled water because we're on a well. If you're new here, I don't trust drinking our tap water. And we are going to do 1.5. One, okay, that's a little less. There we go, and a half. Now this is room temperature, so I'm just gonna pop this in the I'm gonna pop this in the microwave for like literally 10 to 15 seconds. I don't want it boiling or like extremely hot, but just enough to make it like more than room temp. So I'm gonna go do that now. Oh. And we're back. So that actually was 30 seconds. It's warm, it's not steaming, it's not that hot. Like it is probably like 80 degrees, maybe 90. I'm going off the temperature feel of what my pool feels like in the summer. So we have 1.5 cups of warm water, and then we have to put in our active yeast. It says to do 2.25 teaspoons or 1 packet of instant yeast. I got my instant yeast. I am going to measure it with my actual teaspoon because I'm trying to do this exact. All right, friends. So this is Fleischmann's Quick Rise. So 2.25 teaspoons. Oh, that seems like less in here. Okay, so this is half a teaspoon. So we're gonna have to do 4 of these to equal 2. So good thing I have 2 packets. We're doing level. So 1, 2, so that's 1 teaspoon. Okay. Okay, so that's 2 teaspoons, and I'm gonna have to open a second package for that extra quarter. I don't know. Future, if this turns out, 1 packet is not enough, okay? So let me just grab the second one. and a quarter. All right, perfect. Oh, I'm gonna give that a little bit of a mix, get it all incorporated. Okay, so the instructions say to let this sit for 5 to 10 minutes or until it is foamy. So I will let that happen and I will be back to tell you how long that took. I already made a little bit of a mistake. It's only been 5 minutes, so everyone calm down. It's okay, I looked it up, it's okay. I forgot to add my sugar. These are what these tests are for. So the ingredients list also said to do 2 teaspoons of sugar. So I did that with white sugar. I did it off camera because I was freaking out. So I put it in, I remixed it. It was already starting to foam slightly, but obviously the sugar will feed the yeast. This is what we're looking like. According to the Googles, it's supposed to look like the top of like a foamy beer. So that was my bad. We're off to a great start, friends. The train has not left the station yet, all right? I will be back in another 5 minutes. BRB. I'm already starting to see how this recipe is not that easy. So this is actually, it's been 15 minutes. So I let it, like, once I added the sugar, I let it sit for another 10 minutes. Well, it was sitting here for 5 minutes and I'm like, maybe it's not warm enough water because it wasn't quite foaming. So I put it on top of my stove because I'm preheating and it gets really warm. I didn't want to like warm up the water too much. It is foamy. It smells like bread. Like it's maybe not like beer. I don't know. This is what it looks like. I fear maybe the water that I had wasn't warm enough. See, I'm just trying to be careful because it said not to use too hot of water. I'm gonna put it back on my stove for another 5 minutes and hopefully I can see a difference. Like I see it moving and doing things, but let's get it to a point where like it's actually, I don't know, good. It's not dead. I don't think it's dead, y'all. Let's leave that for 5 minutes and we're moving forward no matter what, okay? Oh, I hope this works out. Okay, this is much more foamy and I think this is like kind of what the instructions were looking for. It has been, I think, 20 minutes since I started this. Lesson learned, the water should be a lot warmer than what I had it at. Okay, maybe I should have like looked up what the temperature was. Amasore, this is what we're looking like. It's very beer foam consistency for sure. Now that that is happened, the next ingredient it says to add is your salt and flour. So I got a bigger bowl for sure. And I'm gonna just like slowly pour this into the bowl. Ooh, sizzle. And it says add flour and salt and stir until combined. So the amount of flour needed, 3.5 cups or 440 grams of all-purpose flour. We're just gonna sift it because we sift everything. Okay, friends? So 3.5 cups. I don't know if I have 3.5 in this, but I do have a backup flour bag. Okay, so level. So 1, 2, 3, and then a half. I think that's like a half actually. Oh God. Everyone calm down. And a half, all right? Sift that. And of course the next ingredient is salt and it's calling for 1.5 teaspoons. One day I will get a salt thing. Sorry, so half, 1/2. Perfect. And now I'm gonna like try and mix this. It says it gets very sticky. It's sticky, all right. Maybe I should just use my hands. I just rewashed my hands because I'm like going in to combine all of this. The only thing about this post is that like it doesn't show each step like visually what it's supposed to look like. And like this is, I don't know if I'm supposed to add more water. I'm not going to. I'm following this directly. Feeling discouraged. I don't think this is what it's supposed to look like. It's like shaggy. Like I can't explain it. Like almost like it's too much flour. Okay, well. Sorry, it just doesn't look like every time I see a bread making video on TikTok. This is what it looks like. That's what it looks like. A ball of weird dough. Yep. Okay. Well, I'll put it up here because it's like warmer over here. And I'm going to cover it with just a dishcloth. And yeah. Yep. All right. We will be back in an hour, hopefully. And if not that, until it's doubled in size, one or the other. It could be longer, it could be shorter. I don't know. I have very little faith in the rest of this video. Ugh. All right, little spoons, we will be back and continuing on this adventure an hour from now or until it's doubled in size. Okay. All right, little spoons, it has been 50 minutes, 50, and the dough seemingly seems to be almost doubled in size. I decided to come early before my timer went off because the next step says to take a greased tray and then like transfer the dough to the greased tray. Kind of just wanted to do that with everyone here. The pictures show that the bread are in a tin, but they have like the parchment paper, but it does say greased. So I'm just gonna put like butter on the inside of this. Like, I don't know exactly what that's gonna do because I feel like the parchment paper would have been fine for it to be nonstick, but I'm okay. I think it's gonna add like a little bit of a crunch to the crust, which I love. And come on, you're adding butter to bread. How bad can it be? Usually I take a stick of butter and I like rub it on whatever tin that I need to grease up. But this time I don't. Like I have softened butter and I might do that with a, what's the cooking paintbrush called? A basting brush. I don't know how nice it's gonna look. Oh dear. It's like soft, but like not soft. Oof, this is rough, friends. I don't know why I was just making life more difficult for myself. I'm just gonna paint it like a piece of paper, all right? We're making art here in the kitchen. Call me Bob Ross. Barbie Ross. Beautiful, gorgeous. Okay. Okay. And there we are. So we are doubled in size as far as that goes. Like, look at that. Look at that. I have a little bit of hope left. Just a big ball of dough. Love it. The recipe says, transfer to a greased loaf pan, smooth the top, and let rise for another 30 minutes. I don't know what smooth the top means. Smoothing out the top? Like that? Maybe? Okay, I know okay. Sorry, I just feel like I need to mix this again. Smooth out the top. Maybe I ruined it by doing that. I don't know. It's just not like, doesn't look like smooth bread. I bet some of you have screamed at the screen right now. I feel like I messed up. I almost swore. This is what we look like. Now don't fret, like we still have to let this rise for another 30 minutes. But see, this is what I'm talking about. Like, did I not mix it good enough? Like, I don't know. I'm placing it there because it's a little bit warmer there than here. Okay, I may have messed up. Oh, I may have messed up. Oh, I am my worst enemy, I fear, in the kitchen when it comes to baking. Anyway, we will be back in 30 minutes. I'm assuming it's gonna rise more. Who knows? I will be making bread. We will have something at the end of this, I think. Anyway, BRB. All right, my little spoons. It has been 30 minutes and honestly, it kind of doubled in size again. It's like an actual bread loaf size. This is what we're working with, all right? It's not aesthetically perfect, and I don't know how it's gonna turn out in the oven. The next instruction for this is to put it in the oven between 30 and 35 minutes or until it's golden brown. As we know, my oven's been preheating since the start of this video over an hour ago for sure. And it's preheated at 375. So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna put this in the oven and I will check back in when it's officially done. I don't know if that's gonna be 30 minutes. I don't know if it's gonna be less or more. Who knows, my friends? Anyway, I will be back to show you the finished product. Wish me luck. All right, little spoons, it has been in the oven for 35 minutes. It's pretty hard. This is what we're looking like. It's a nice golden brown, like it's not burnt. Thank God. It smells like bread. It kind of looks like bread. Here's to hoping it tastes like bread. So it does not look like the picture. And I just want to state that the instructions do not tell you to do the razor cut. Like I've seen a lot of that on like TikToks and stuff, that people use a razor to kind of split the top of the bread. I don't know if that's so it could like expand further. I don't know. I'm not a bread expert. That's why I thought this recipe looked easy. I'm hoping it's soft on the inside. I'm gonna pull it out. I'm gonna kind of let it sit for 5 minutes. And I know that this entire episode it's just been me, but Cody just walked in just in time for us to have a
TTT
taste test time. I thought it best to cut into it with everyone viewing instead of plating it. I just wanted to show the beautiful bottom of this. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, it smells delicious. Looks wise, it's just a little loaf. Oh, that sounds like bread, but is it bread? Okay, I have fear that some of it's not cooked. Maybe I'm being overly skeptical. Yeah, overly skeptical. I'm worried the center isn't cooked. Oh, okay. Huh. Ooh, bread holds heat, y'all. Oh my goodness. Can you see the steam?
I want it in my mouth.
Okay. I need to see if, I know I'm cutting it super thick.
I barely ate anything today, just to smell.
Okay. Oi, D. Okay. 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 That's kind of like what we're looking at. It's not dense, like there's still air pockets in it, but it's not like fluffy, if that makes any sense. Can you grab me the whipped butter?
Of course.
Okay.
Oh my god, I'm dying.
All right, sit down.
I am.
Okay, so you know what time it is. It's Land O'Lakes whipped butter. Thank you again, America. Not sponsored yet, but this, whew, one day. All right, this is gonna melt right in. It's not gonna be, you know, okay. Just warning you. We are buttering. I mean loading butter because is it even bread without loaded on butter? All right, because I know Cody's looking at me like I'm, you know, prey and he's the predator. He's gonna eat me. Okay. It tastes good. Sorry, I know that's not like a reaction. It looks beautiful. It's not like the bread I envisioned with what I saw in the thing. Because I feel like you're just gonna get mad.
I'm gonna get mad. I'm genuinely curious about your thoughts.
It's like, it's good. It's not like the real fluffy Italian bread. And that was probably because of my mistake earlier. That's fine. If I had sauce right now.
You're too hard on yourself.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it good?
I know I said I'm hungry, but I could eat that whole loaf right now.
You wanna eat the whole loaf?
I'm gonna need a full slice to myself.
Okay, do you want me to butter this one?
Please.
So it's Cody approved. It's not bad. Now, I'm gonna be completely honest. Do I think this was worth the hassle of making this today? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. That's like the panettone episode, except this one was semi-successful. Just go buy bread. I don't know what to say. Yes, it's a good skill to have, you know, especially in these times, but I don't know. Personally, I would not do this for myself. I would say Clean Plate Club, but I didn't have a chance to plate it for Cody. This would be a Clean Plate Club if I added a plate, okay? I think overall, not bad. I think my expectations were really high just based on the visuals from what we did, but yeah, success. Am I a certified baker now? No.
Actually, this just came in the mail for you. Congratulations. Way to go. You did it.
Nailed it, accept me, I'm certified. All my accomplishments, there we go. There we go. I'll frame it. That'll be part of my background now. Thank you, my little spoons, for lasting this long in the video. I hope you enjoyed it. I would be lying to say I did. It was a long day, and honestly, if you do have time, go ahead and do this. To me, I just don't think making homemade bread is necessarily worth it when there's so many great small Italian bakeries in the town that I live in. Like, I love supporting small business in that way. Bless the ones that do it from home and absolutely love it. It's just, I don't think it's for me. Will I make bread again? Yes. I do want to experiment and try different things. Maybe like once I get the hang of it, it won't be as difficult to do. Do I have hope that I will improve? Yes, I think that anyone can learn to do pretty much anything, and this is a good jumping off point. Following the instructions based on the little sponsored posts that I saw on my Facebook was not that great. It wasn't as detailed as I needed it to be as a first-time baker. So yeah, it may be easy for someone who's done it 1,000 times, but for me, I had a few questions along the way. Anyway, thank you, my little spoons, and you know what? Homemade bread. See ya.
Bye.